13. Today we are going to learn how to make interactive slides. So the key here is to use hyperlink. Now let's start with the blank slide. I'm going to make the title page first. So let's use this one. This will act as our border. Let's just adjust that. I'm not going to talk about each of the steps on how to do this already because I'm quite sure I've discussed this in my other presentations. So this is going to be our title page. So for the next page, we're going to note what kind of task we're going to do. So for the first task, we're going to do a butterfly life cycle. Yan. Okay, so the tricky part here now is how to do the first activity. So first, make a graphic organizer showing the life cycle of a butterfly. So first, we need to make shapes. And let's have 4 boxes. Okay, let's make it like this. And maybe a lighter color. Okay, the arrows I use for this one are bent or curved. So I use, where are the arrows? There you go. This one. Use this arrow. Okay, there you go. Then I just copy it to make another version of it. So there. Okay, so there's the cycle already. It's up to you if you still want to put something at the middle or if you want to put the instruction there. That's up to you. Okay, let's put pictures. We need 4 pictures. So these are the 4 stages in the life cycle of a butterfly. So let's insert them in the slide. Put them at different parts of the page. So the goal here is for the kid to determine which one should go first, second, third, and then last. Yan. So let's put some labels inside the boxes so that the kid would know also. So the key here now is to create another slide which is a duplicate of this one. Okay? So duplicate that one. So let's first do what is the right answer. So the right answer is the egg on the leaf. We want the kid to click the correct answer. And then after clicking the correct answer, we want the kid to know that his or her response is correct. So this is what we're going to do. In the second page, the correct answer should look like this, right? In first, you want the kid to see the egg there, right? And then, to assure the kid that the answer is correct, we're going to put a check mark. So let's look for a check mark. There. Okay. So what we want to happen is that this one will appear first and then the check mark. So let's put animation. So for this one, let's put float in. And this one is also float in. Okay. And then we want them to appear immediately after the kid answer the egg on the leaf and click that, right? So what we want to do is under animation, so let's make the animation pane appear. So this one, let's click after previews and then let's make this 0.5. It depends on the speed that you want. And then the arrow will come next. So we want that to be after previews also and then 0.5. Okay. So now this is the right answer. Okay, we want the kid to focus on first. So let's put an animation, grow and turn. Make this after preview so that it automatically appears. Let's make that 1 second so the kid could see it. And then what we want to do is that when the kid clicks this one, he will be redirected to this page. So what do? We click the leaf, the item, which is the correct response. And then we go to insert, click action, and then click hyperlink to, which is the 4th slide. The correct answer is in slide 4. So click slide, then slide 4. Okay, if you don't want it to be confusing, it's best for you to click the exact slide rather than click next slide, because when you make changes, the next slide will get repositioned. So make sure that you use the correct slide number. Okay, so let's try if it's going to work. So let's present it. Okay, so we saw there first, and then let's click the correct answer, which is the egg on the leaf. What will happen? See? It shows the correct response. Good job! Okay. Now, what we want to do is that the kid will proceed to the next slide. So, let's make another copy of this one. But this time, we take out the check mark. So, this is what he's going to answer next. So, let's make the second now appear. So, let's make that grow and turn again. And then from the previous correct response, what we want to do is to insert a trigger that will make the kid go to the next activity or the next item that he wants to answer. So let's assign the blue color. Let's put here inside next. Next. Now, if you want the kid to go back to the first page, for example, he wants to try again, although the answer is correct, let's just put another trigger. But we have to be consistent ha, para alam nila. So this one can be home. Let's write home. Let's make it yellow so the kid can distinguish it from the next item. Okay, then next we have to connect this with slide 5 because it's the next item you want to answer. So what we need to do is click next, insert, action again, and then hyperlink to slide 5 because that's the slide where we want the kid to go to next. Okay. Well, this one, if the kid clicks this, we want him to go to slide 3. So go to insert again, click action, hyperlink to slide 3. Okay. There. So what if the kid answered wrong? Let's go back to slide 3. What if he answered caterpillar? How would he know that he's wrong? So the key here now is to make the slides that show that he needs to or she needs to try again because the response is incorrect. So let's duplicate this slide. Then the answer is incorrect. So let's make a text box. Easier to see. Let's make it 3 points. Yan. Try again. Okay, so we put animations. So let's think grow and turn na lang din para madaling makita. And now, we want the kid, of course, to try to get the answer correctly, right? So what we're going to do is, we're going to put this as well, the home. And then, it means to go back to the previous page. We want this to be connected to slide 3. So, insert, action, slide 3. So, okay naman pala. And then, no next. So, the kid knows that he or she needs to restart. Okay, this is the incorrect answer if the kid will answer the caterpillar. So, we need to connect the caterpillar to that slide 6. So, we go to insert, click action, and then hyperlink it to slide 6. Alright, let's check if it works. So this is the first activity. So it's prompting you to answer first. Let's say that the kid answered the caterpillar, which is wrong. Let's click the caterpillar. It says try again. So the kid knows that his or her response was incorrect. So we'll go click home so we can try again. So yeah, na-redirect ulit siya dun sa page. So now let's try the right answer. There. So now the kid can click next and proceed to the next item. Okay? So in this item, he will have to answer which comes second. Alright, so what we need to do, by the way, I forgot to do it with try again. We have to make sure that the animation is not on click, but rather after previews para it appears automatically. Yan, let's make it 0.5 for the duration. It's easier that way. Okay, so we have to make sure that all of the incorrect responses will be connected to slide 6. So we connect this one to slide 6. Now the butterfly action, hyperlink to slide 6. Okay. This one, we have to connect it to slide 6 again. Alright, sige. Now let's check. Let's start with the incorrect responses. Caterpillar. It shows try again. So click home. Butterfly. Try again. So click home. Cocoon. Try again. So click home. So it's only when the kid clicks the correct answer, which is the egg on the leaf, that it will say that it's correct. And then now we can go to the next slide. Okay. For the next slide, we have to take out, which is going to be slide 7, by the way. So slide 5, that's the one with the answer already. Duplicate that. It's going to be slide 7. And slide 7, this one shouldn't have an animation anymore because it's already the correct answer. So tanggalin na natin siya. It's a bit hard, so let's show animation pane. That's picture 13. Let's remove it. That's rectangle 9. Okay. So now what we need to emphasize is the second one that will be answered. So let's duplicate that. Let's make the correct answer first. So the correct answer should be like this. The caterpillar, right? So let's put the caterpillar here. We have the check mark here. Insert. Then let's put an animation, okay? So for this one, let's make it animations float in. Para consistent tayo with the rest. So let's make it again after previews. Then change it to half second, 0.5. Now we want the kid to go to the next slide, which is the correct answer. So what's gonna happen is that let's make the next slide first, which is what will happen if the kid gets the correct answer. So let's duplicate that. Okay, and take out the check mark. This one, take out the animation because remove natin. Okay, to trigger that this is the answer. So what are the next things we're going to do? Okay, we have to link slide 7 to slide 8 because it's the right answer. So click insert, go to action, click hyperlink to the slide that we want it to go to, which is slide 8. Slide 8. Click OK. And then, once the kid answers correctly, what you want him to do is to go to the next page. So let's make a trigger. This one, next. Copy it. Control C. But don't forget to change the hyperlink because it's connected to a different slide. You want it to go to slide 9, which is the next item. So make it slide 9. Okay, so that's for the correct answer. So let's check. So this is slide 7. We already have the first one. So it appears here. We want to do the second one. So let's click the correct answer, which is the caterpillar. Yay! And then, let's go next to the next item. So this time, we need to answer third. Okay, so we already have the correct answer for the second stage. How about for the mistake? So we need to create a new slide for the mistake. So let's just duplicate 6 so we don't have to keep on doing the same thing. Just make sure that you drag it agad or else malilito kayo, okay? Tanggalin na natin si first kasi may answer na yan. That one. Okay. So here, what you want to do is to connect the responses from slide, because what's being answered is slide 7, right? You want to connect this and this one because they're both incorrect responses to slide 9. So what you need to do is to click this. I mean slide 7. We're at slide 7. Okay. What we want to do is that the incorrect answers for slide 7, which is the butterfly and the cocoon, you want to connect both of these to slide 9, which it said it says try again. So let's link that. So click the butterfly, action, click action, that's under insert, action, and then hyperlink to slide 9. There you go. And this one too. Hyperlink to... sorry. That's wrong. Action. Hyperlink to slide 9. Okay. So this is what's gonna happen now. Let's see if it works. By the way, second, we want the animation to be automatic. So let's click after previews. Oopsie. Let's make this 0.5. Let's make it 1 para medyo longer. Okay. So what we need to do next is to ensure that the home here is not the first page, but rather the slide that they're supposed to answer, which is slide 7. So we need to connect this to slide 7. Action. Slide 7. Okay, let's try. So we're done with the first part. So the kid will answer the second stage now. The butterfly first because it's an incorrect response. Let's check if it goes to try again. Click. Okay, it shows try again. Click home. Let's click another incorrect response, which is the cocoon. Okay, it says try again. So go to home. Now let's see. Once we click the caterpillar, if it shows that it's correct. Yay! So now we can go to the next slide. Okay, which is something that goes like this. And we will do the third and the fourth. Let's do the third and the fourth. Okay, let's first do the correct answer. Okay, for the correct answer, the answer should be... by the way, here, we have to put animation on third so that the kid would be prompted that he's going to look at third already. Let's make that after preview so that it plays automatically. Let's make that 0.5. The correct answer is the cocoon, so let's take out third. Let's put the cocoon here. And then let's add an animation, float in. Let's make it after previews 0.5 para it automatically appears. Let's copy na lang the check mark so that the command is also the same. Let's put it here. Yan. And then, the correct answer, ito dapat yung makikita niya. So, tanggalin natin. Tanggalin din natin yung animation. Remove. Okay, the focus will be on the fourth. So, click animations. Fourth should be grow and turn. Okay, balik tayo dun sa correct response. Let's make the next trigger para it will redirect to the next thing that needs to be answered. This one, we want the correct response to go to slide 12. So, hyperlink to slide 12. So, we want slide 11 to be connected to slide 12 because it's the last one that the kid will answer. So, we click next, insert, and then action. We hyperlink it to slide 12. Yan. Alright. So, let's check if the correct answer is connected to the slide that shows that it's indeed the right answer. So, let's try the cocoon. Click the cocoon. Very good. And then, we'll go to the next slide. Wherein the fourth one will have to be answered by the student. Okay, so we did the correct answers. Now, let's do the incorrect answer. What I do is I just duplicate para hindi na masyadong complicated. Just drag it immediately para hindi kayo nalilito. So, let's make that slide 13. Okay, so dito dapat may sagot na kasi naka-answer na sa previous item. Okay, so si third yung wala pa. So dapat dito makikita yung try again, right? And then this one, since he's answering what slide? Answering slide 10, so home should be connected to slide 10. So action, hyperlink it to slide 10. So you just really have to keep track what we are working on. Okay, so let's go back to the previous slide. So what's the incorrect response? The incorrect response here is the butterfly. So once the kid clicks that, we want the kid to go to slide 12, which is the incorrect response, which indicates that his or her response is incorrect. So hyperlink natin sa slide 12. Okay. So, si Cocoon, naka-hyperlink na siya sa correct answer, which is for the next one. Okay? O, let's check kung tama yung sagot natin. Tama rin yung mga nagawa natin. So, third, let's do the incorrect response first, which is the butterfly. So, it says try again. Good job. Go to home. Then, let's ask the kid to try again. So, the cocoon shows correct. Very good. Next. And then in the next slide, the kid will answer fourth. So, ganun lang ulit. Ulitin lang natin yung ginawa natin. So, let's duplicate this. Let's do the correct answer first. Let's take out fourth. By the way, here, it wasn't automatic. Let's just make this after preview. So, you have to make sure yung mga animations natin, gusto natin na automatic sila. Para we don't need to click. Alright, so this is the correct answer for number 13 because we're doing the fourth one. So we want to put the butterfly here. Let's click animation float in. Let's make this automatically after previews. Let's make it 0.5 para mabilis siya mag-appear. Let's just copy the check mark. Yan, para alam ni kid. Okay, and then the next, which will direct for slide 15, okay? So, since this is the right answer, wala naman ng try again, no? Kasi isa na lang siya. So, let's just connect it to slide 14. Slide 14. Don't be tempted to use next slide because nagkakandaloko-loko kapag ganyan. So, be specific with the number. So, click OK. Let's see if it's correct. Fourth, let's click the correct response, butterfly. Yay! Now, since this is the end of the activity, we'll still put next. Sige, click muna natin dito. And then what I'm going to do, because I want the kid to have a sense of satisfaction with his activity naman. So, I made digital slides. So, I'm going to choose one from here. I have this in my page. So, you can just copy this, download, then copy. Let's put it at the end of our slide. Here. Okay. So, I don't like the music there. So, what I'm gonna do is that I want this to be automatic. So, let's go to animations. Let's make it after previews. Yan, tapos gawin lang natin 1 second para mabilis. Or 0.5 para kita niya agad. Same with the rest of the animations. Let's make them after previews. So, likitan din natin yung time. Gawin natin 0.5. Same as this one. Let's make this after previews. Okay. So, sunod-sunod sila, right? I think that may transition siya. So, tanggalin natin si transition. Or maybe we can just shorten the duration. Because I use this for a different video. Let's make it 0.5. So next, let's click next, hyperlink it to the last slide, which is slide 15. So go to insert, action, make it slide 15. Alright. Sige, let's check slide 14 and make sure that it's connected. Sige, let's check slide 13 na lang. So, the correct response is the butterfly. Click it. It shows correct. Click next. And then, automatically, the kid will see that his response is correct. By the way, I created this using GIF. So, this one is a GIF. This one is just from this is just a text box and the other one is just a shape. So I just changed the color and added animations so that it looks more interactive. Okay, so when you're done with all of it, what you need to do next is to go to File, and then this is the key. You don't want it to look like a PowerPoint presentation, right? And then the kid will have to can move around the parts. So to avoid that, so that it would look like a game on its own, let's save it as a slideshow or as show. So let's click PowerPoint 97 2003 show. Okay, let's save it. Let's just click continue. And then when we look at the version here, okay, look at this one. If we save it in this file as a show, the kid will not move around the slides anymore because it automatically launches. So make sure to save it as PowerPoint show. That's it. Thank you. Bye.